Today, I wish to begin with round 39. The title of today's lesson is the Cosmology concerning the creation, the old universe, and the central universe. The new creation was born by way of the thought and inference. If a person is born by way of the evolution process through non-living things, plants and animals, it can evolve to some higher level through the reincarnation procedure. Like the human being, the new creation evolves into the higher Uru universe after the reincarnation process of the 7 times, and finally, the Uru universe becomes the central universe. The one lifespan of the new creation is about 311 trillion years. And this new creation, which began with the Big Bang, expands continuously and begins to shrink. After the whole 311 trillion years, this new creation becomes the genuine spiritual universe. And after several trillion years of the deep thought, it begins newly with the new creation again. Well, let's continue to talk about the contents of the last week. Once planets are formulated, the universe deduces and thinks on, and at last the plant kingdom appears. As the kingdom of the plant flourishes, the kingdom of animals that eat plant appears. As this animal kingdom evolves to the step of making the material body reach a very high level, it becomes possible for spirit of the human life to come into the highly advanced body of this animal kingdom. Then, the human life begins to encircle the reincarnation system of the third dimensional material life. This human life adds additional experience to the evolution of the universe. Life evolves to various other types in accordance with the planets and the solar system which the planets belong to. Therefore, if the conditions are nearly the same, the similar living creatures are found in all the areas of the universe, and these living creatures grow and evolve continuously in the ring of the reincarnation. This sort of evolution cause functions as a plus element for the new creation's evolution as a matter of course. Among the living creatures, the existence that is in the highest step is the human creature. In the course of this evolution, human begins to confer energy upon the new creation, and again the new creation gives energy to the original creation of the central universe, that is the spiritual part of the absolutum. All of this cause makes a sort of food chain in the sphere of wisdom. Beginning with the fluffy material, the universe has expanded its area continuously. And in the process of evolution, creating stars and galaxies, it has passed by the area of matter, plant, animal kingdom, and at last it created the kingdom of the humankind as the last and highest step. Now the new creation came to the step of rest. Just as other creatures, the universe has certain amount of study, and therefore, when it finishes studying the supposed amount of learning, it needs some time of rest. As a result, when a certain time comes, this new creation stops spreading and begins to shrink. Accordingly, all of the living creatures come back to the state of spirit. The new creation, which has come back to the pure spiritual state, stops the shrinking movement and begins to sleep. as well as to take a rest. The humankind, who is called the little universe, is the same in the sense of taking rest after work. It is at this span of time that the new universe ponders deeply upon what it has done in the past. Semyaje said that the whole cyclic span of time for a universe to have one life procedure is about 311 trillion and 40 billion years. Quite alarming, isn't it? It is the immense span of time, which is just hard to imagine. Pleiadians call this span of time the great time, when the universe begins to have an idea for the creation and at last it finished all of the creation experience, hence falling into the deep sleeping. This great time is nearly unimaginably long time, and it coincides with Gup of Buddhism. During the sleeping, the new creation takes a rest and prepares a new life for itself. After this rest, the new creation wakes up and begins the creative process again. Just as the pre-life, it begins with the light, which has intelligence, and evolves to the step of fluffy matter, plants, animals, and at last it creates the humankind. However, at this time, it continues to evolve with the accumulated knowledge and wisdom of the pre-life. The creation repeats its process of awakening state and sleeping term for 7 times. During these terms of rebirth of 7 times, it creates the material belt continuously in each area. The reason is that it wants to learn the wisdom from experience of the creatures which have evolved in it. After the evolution procedure of 7 times, this new creation changes the body into a higher shaped universe called the Wood universe. This highly evolved universe repeats its life 7 times, and the completion of 7 repetition of life is called the eternity. The real shape of this Wood universe is the universe of the genuine spirit, and it does not have a material world called body, for it has had enough experience before. It has turned into the genuine soul or spirit universe. Instead of creating any material bells, it creates other creations or new creations. That is, it creates other universes. We can think of this phenomenon as the case of franchise chain business model. This is my own idea. At last, the Wood universe, which has finished repeating life 7 times, changes its body into a newly evolved universe, which is called the Central Universe. It is said that even the Pleiadians do not know any information of this Central Universe because they receive this sort of information on the universe from other much advanced aliens. I think that the Pleiadians' theory concerning the universe is quite logical or rational, and this theory is near the area of the truth. Semyaje said that it takes nearly 70 billion years for a person to evolve to the one who does not need his or her body and who has only the spirit. She said again that it takes 311 trillion years for the universe to finish one life cycle. This fact is in the book Pleiades 사명, the Pleiadian mission. This is Pleiadian mission. When we think of the fact that the humanity will be changed into the fifth dimensional persons who do not have death anymore, since the dimensional jumping of the Earth in 2012, or when we think of the fact that the astronomers suppose the present age of the universe is nearly 13.8 billion years, or when we think of the fact that there exists lots of those who do not need their body anymore, even in our galaxy, we feel that Semyaje gave the information to the Earth's residents as she exaggerated it too much. We can suppose that she did it with some unavoidable reason. However, let's stop thinking about it anymore now.